is a yoga-inspired stretchy flow to help us build our splits. Let's get started by taking a few cat-cow. Stretching the back side of the body, we exhale to take cat. And as we stretch the front side of the body, inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Continue to do this at your own pace. Follow your breath. Now let's take that in a few circular motions. Arching, trying to create a circle with our rib cage. Allow your neck to relax and just flow with your spine. And opposite direction, exhaling for cat, inhaling for cow. Come back to the center for child's pose. Take a deep breath in, stretch that spine. Exhale, relax. And come forward for your first chaturanga of the day. Take it nice and easy. Stretch that front side of the body. Exhale for child's pose. Allowing the mind to be flexible, up for down dog as we build on our flexibility. This might be the first down dog of the day, so just keep your knees bent and shifting your weight, maybe stepping a little bit more wide than you would normally. And up to the toes, bend the knees, heels down, and straighten the legs. Bend one knee, stretch the side body. And switch sides, stretch the other side body. Keeping your low back as flat as possible, pushing into the arms. And step your hands forward, rolling up, mountain pose, breathe in, exhale, flat back down. Inhale, flat back. Keep that neck nice and long. Exhale, folding at the hips. Bend the knees, just rock back and forth. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Slowly roll up. Inhale for mountain pose. Nice and long. Exhale, flat back down, forward fold. Breathe in, flat back. Elongating the spine, exhaling, folding at the hips, trying to get a little bit longer in that upper body. And back to down dog, forward for another chaturanga. On the knees, if you wish. Inhale for cobra, exhale, down dog. Right leg up. And bring it forward to the chest for your first lunge. High-low lunge, arms nice and long, keeping the ribs out of the hips. Breathe in. Exhale, swing the right arm around, twisting the spine, shoulder down. Hand back down, down dog. Opposite leg, left leg up. Bring it into your chest. First high-low lunge of the day. Nice straight leg in the back. Squeeze that thigh away from the floor. Arms nice and long. Breathe in. Exhale, swing that left arm around, spinal twist. Trying to get that arm as close to the ear as possible with keeping your shoulder down. Stretch your side body. Exhale, hand down, down dog. Walk your hands forward, forward fold. Roll it up slowly. Mountain pose. Breathe in. Nice deep breath. Exhale, flat back down. Nice and long in the back of the legs. Breathe in, flat back. Exhale, back down. Keep that breath consistent. Step back to your chaturanga and push down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and exhale back to down dog. Try to feel the length in that Achilles tendon. Hold back side of the leg, right leg up. Open up the hip, bend that knee. Keeping the weight even in both of your hands as you do this. Shoulders even, straighten out, and bring that leg forward. Low, low lunge. Walk that right foot out, turn it out. Hands under the shoulders. And just gently sway back and forth, working anything that feels a little extra stuck. Elbows down if you wish. Keeping that breath consistent. Come on up, reach for the back, or pick up your foot, grab on the pinky toe side. Continuing to sway. Shift your hips back, put the heel on your butt, and shift forward. Different kind of stretch, don't go too far. Exhale, hands down, bring the foot back to the middle, and down dog. Switch sides, left leg up, breathe in. Open up the hip, bend that knee, keeping the weight even in both of your hands. The chest. And low lunge, walk that front leg out, right knee down. Hands under the shoulders, gently swaying back and forth, pushing that right thigh further and further down to the ground. Reaching back, either just reaching back or picking that back foot up and grabbing it. Shift your butt, heel connected, and shift those hips forward. Back to down dog. Take a deep breath, exhale, plank, down, inhale, cobra or up dog, exhale, child's pose. Finding your breath, taking a moment of relaxation, sinking into those hips, and feeling the length through your spine. And come back up. We're going to lay flat on the floor, elbows directly under the shoulders. And breathe in for Sphinx pose. Imagine the ribs connecting to your mat as we stay nice and long and lifted in the chest. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, back down slowly. One more time. Inhale, slowly roll up for Sphinx pose. Exhale, back down, and just take it back for child's pose, stretching out that opposite side of the body. Come back on up, down dog. Just slowly walk it out. Feel the length in the back of the legs that you may have that you didn't have at the beginning of class. Maybe take the feet a little bit wider, whatever feels good to you. Staying connected to your breath. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. And we're going to come up to our lunge. Back knee down. Breathe in. Exhale, push it back for runner's lunge. 90 degrees in the back leg. Try to square off those hips, so pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. Go ahead and flex your front foot for the first time. And try to keep your back as flat as possible. Breathe in and exhale. Try to reach a little bit farther forward. Inhale, push forward to your lunge. Arms up to the sky. creating length in the spine. Exhale, hands down, push it back again for runner's lunge. This time, keep your front foot connected to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Try to get a little closer to that leg. Exhale, push forward. Back to down dog. Left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, bring it forward. Same thing on the other side. Exhale, hands down, push it back 90 degrees in the back leg, keeping those hips as even as possible. Flexing our front foot with a nice flat back. Breathe in and exhale, try to get a little closer to that leg. Lunge forward, arms up as you breathe in. Keep those hips nice and square. Exhale, hands down. One more time, runner's lunge. Keep that front foot connected to the floor, 90 degrees in the back leg, hips squared. Breathe in and exhale, try to get a little closer to that leg. Surrender to the pose. Shift forward, back to down dog, and walk it out. Exhale, plank position. Down and breathe in. Exhale, meet me back in down dog. Come up on your toes and bend one knee and back up to the toes and flat on the other side. And keep switching and just feeling the length. Again, we're trying to create length in the back of our legs. So just feel that, keeping your back, your lower back specifically, as long as possible, walking your feet forward to your hands and slowly rolling up. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, hands down to the heart center. Let's find a chair pose, just activating those muscles that we've been working on stretching, building a little bit of strength in between the stretch. Stay connected to your breath. Exhale, flat back down, forward fold. Gently bend your knees and sway back and forth. Relax your neck. Back to the center, bend your knees deeply and stretch, trying to get closer to those legs, slowly rolling up. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, flat back forward. Step back, down dog. Right leg up, breathe in. Exhale to pigeon pose. Check your alignment, keeping your hips squared. Exhale, flat back down. Inhale, undulating your spine. And go at your own breath. Take 2 more breaths the same way. And when you're done, go ahead and just surrender to that pose, breathing into your muscles. If you wish to put your hands on your spine, go ahead and do that as well. Keep that left hip pulling forward, that right hip pushing back. Breathe in. And exhale, release into that pose. Hands back down, slowly walking up. Let's switch our position to the half split. So bend your back knee and straighten your front leg. Square off the ribs and fold with flat back down towards your foot. What's most important is that we keep the ribs squared over our leg in this pose. So if you're not that far down, that's okay, as long as you're keeping the technique correct. Come back up, square off your shoulders and your hips, and walk your hands forward, keeping your back as flat as you possibly can. This one may be especially tight for some of you, so again, just stay connected to that breath. Breathe in, come up, exhale, sitting back. Make sure that in this pose that your back knee stays on the ground. So if you can't put your shoulders on the ground, that's okay. Just stay on your elbows. Stay connected to your breath. Breathe in as you come up, and we're gonna switch sides. Down dog. Breathe in, left leg up. Exhale, bring that foot forward to pigeon pose. Squaring off your hips, finding your position. Exhale, flat back down. Inhale, contracting up. 2 more, go at your own pace with your breath. Once you're in a comfortable position, just go ahead and surrender to this pose. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Keep that right hip pushing forward, left hip pushing back. Staying connected to our breath. Slowly keep the hands down and breathe in, come up. Switch direction, so we're going to do half splits. Bend that back knee, straighten the front leg, square off your ribs, and flat back forward as you exhale. Wherever you are, try not to move too much. Just let gravity do its thing. Maybe take a deep breath and exhale a little bit closer to the leg. Inhale up, square off your shoulders from your ribs, and walk slowly flat back forward. Breathe into your pose. Check your front leg that your big toe's not on the floor right now. As we hold this position, we always want our pinky toe to be closer to the ground than the big toe is. That's called turnout, and that's going to help with your hip rotation. Breathe in, come on up, and shift back. Again, keep that knee on the floor, on the back leg. So either stay on your elbows or lay all the way back, whatever's most comfortable for you. If you want to put your left hand on your heart and your right hand near your stomach as you lay in this position, feel free to do so. Breathing in and out. Breathe in as you come up, back onto your hands and knees. Child's pose. And come back on up to down dog. We're almost done. Right leg up. Let's go ahead and take our splits. So come to triangle, put that back knee down, and wherever you stop is totally fine. Just keep sliding down and spreading the legs apart until you feel a little bit of a stretch. Hold it there and continue to breathe. Find that breath. Exhale, release slowly. Back to down dog. Feel the length in that leg. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, triangle pose, back knee on the floor, right leg straight. Continue to slide your legs apart until you feel a slight stretch, and just hold it there and find your breath. If you're in a place where this feels a little bit easy for you, just try to make sure that your hips are square. So if your back hip is really open, you may want to try to draw that right hip forward to create more stretch in that front hamstring. You can also pop your back toes. Exhale, release. On the hands and knees. We're going to take a few more cat-cows, just stretching out the back side of the body. Go at your own breath. Remember to exhale as you take cat and inhale as you go to cow. Shake it out and find restorative child's pose. Elongating the spine, sitting the hips back in the heels. Breathe in. And breathe out. Exhale, come on up. Cross the ankles underneath you and sit back. Form a ball and just rock back and forth. Stretching out the backside after all of that work that we just did in the lower half. Lay flat and just lay here for another minute or two. Coming back to your breath and being proud of yourself for the work that you've done today. Thank you so much. Subscribe to our channel, boshemian.sisters, and we hope to see you in the next class.